Let me know when to start, Ellie.
This is FLASHtalks, the Uncut Edition. Say it just how you feel it.
No filters, no fluff, just real talk with the full Flashpoint fam. Get with it.
From hot takes to belly laughs, the crew is locked in and ready.
From debates that might get a little spicy, including all VIP members.
This is where vibes meets voice, jokes meets truth, and we talk things.
We are here to get real.
It's raw, it's real, and it's about time.
This is FLASHtalks, the Uncut Edition. Flash Farm. What are the things then now? Real people, real voices, real conversations.
FLASHtalks, the Uncut Edition, at 7 p.m. every Thursday, right here on Flashpoint.
Good evening, Flash Fam, and welcome back to FLASHtalks, the Uncut Edition. And tonight, you know that we keep it real over here, we keep it vibey, and we talk about the things that actually matter. Now, for the month of February, we have been talking about relationships from every angle. We looked at self-love, friendship love, and tonight, to close off the month of February, we're talking about healthy love. That's right. Now, we're not talking about the Instagram highlight reels. Oh no. Not the never we argue fairy tale, but the real work, the real communication, the real commitment. And tonight we have a couple. They're going to help us to unpack how they keep their relationship strong, healthy, and thriving. And guess what? They are my friends. And I'm so elated to have them join us tonight. And I speak of no other than Mr. and Mrs. O'Brian and Cashema Clarke. Yay! I know you're clapping, I know you're clapping at home. And guess what? You know why I know that they have a healthy relationship? They follow instructions well. I told them this evening that they would need to come with their wine. Now, I don't care what's in their glass, that's their business. But they did, hey, and they want to make it clear it is the Christian wine. So they came with their glass, and I must say that the glasses are looking very fancy. Now, you see, because of where the conversation is going to go tonight, I decided to look at them. I decided to just stay hydrated while our couple have their wine. And without further ado, I am going to ask Mr. and Mrs. Clarke to introduce themselves.
Hi, everyone. Good night. Well, I don't know if we need much of an introduction again.
Okay.
You already introduced us as Mr. and Mrs. Clarke, your friends.
Yes.
And I think that is enough for me. I don't know about you, honey. What do you think?
That's quite enough for me.
Okay, well, I'm not hearing Mr. Clarke, but I'm sure that as we progress, we will be hearing more from him. Now, for this show, we go into several segments, and just so we make you feel a bit comfortable and warmed up before we get to the uncut section, we have what is known as an icebreaker segment. And here we go. Who said I loved you first? Hey.
Probably true.
Probably true. Hi, here we go. Who made the first move? Look at you.
Definitely.
I love it.
With no shame in the game.
That's right. That's right. And you know, we're going to talk about that later. I need the whole detail. All right. I'm proud of you, girl. I'm really proud of you. Moving on. Who takes the longest to get ready? All right. Who apologizes first after an argument? Oh, look at you. I didn't even have to finish my sentence. All right. Ready for the last one?
Yes.
Who is more romantic? And I see that you're very much in sync. I love it. I love it. And we are getting into the main questions for the discussion. Are you ready? So
Yes.
tell you what, have a sip of wine because we're going deep. We're going deep.
I wonder.
Here we
What's
go.
too deep now?
Not too deep, I hope.
Oh no, we're keeping it healthy. Keeping it healthy over here. So we're going to start with your story. How did you meet? So we know that Cashema made the first move, but tell us a little more what you are comfortable sharing. How did you meet?
You want to take this one or you want me to go?
Okay, I can go. So we met not the unconventional way.
Okay.
So my big daughter always said, "Oh, your love story is not one that we can always talk about, like, oh, you're walking and your book fell and you pick it up and all of that." No, not at all. That's not it. So I think O'Brian can talk a little bit about the background of what he was going through, but I knew that for what had happened was I had a conversation with God, and this is not a put on because I'm on air. This is actually facts.
Okay.
I had a conversation with God, and I said, God, you know, I need to find my husband. So tell you what, I'm tired of dating and wasting my time. I don't have time for that because my eggs are getting old and they're being scrambled.
Right.
And I need two more children. So anybody that you make me like, or anybody that I see and it is going on and I fall in love with, I know that is the one because you direct me.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know how that was going to go, but I did trust God. And so I went on a dating site.
Look at you.
Yes. I went on a dating site.
Yes.
And so swipe left, swipe right. Okay.
I think
Tinder.
Oh, Tinder. All right.
Yes, Tinder. So after a while of swiping left, one day I came across this gorgeous face. And my heart literally skipped a beat.
Oh.
How could it not?
Oh, whatever. Literally.
Wow.
So I'm like, oh my God. I looked at him and I said, nah, could it be? I said, nah, because he wasn't really necessarily my style. He's younger than I am,
Okay.
you know, and couple little things, and I'm like, no, I usually like older guys and so forth.
Right.
But that's where I keep drawing back to. So anyway, I put it away and I prayed. I took 3 days and I prayed and I said, God, remember the deal.
Yeah.
And my heart skipped a beat when I see this guy. So if he's the one, and like, right, just seeing a picture. Anyway, I did my investigation. If anybody knows Cashema, they know how I am. So I started my investigation, dug through his profile, tried to search him on Facebook, do everything, because I was like, surely this gentleman is really not single. Like, why would he be? He's an eligible bachelor, you know, he has his thing together based on his profile. Anyway, I made the first move and I just swipe. I went in and I swipe right. Ding, ding, ding. It was a match.
No, from my perspective, she gave her background.
That's just right there, and we'll join it back. Yes. After he speaks, we'll just quickly join it back.
Right.
So, prior to me joining the platform Tinder, I actually didn't even create the profile myself. It was a friend of mine, a colleague actually, who, you know, we would talk, and she would say, you know, why don't you go on this platform? I'm like, nah, that's not for me. Based on what I'm hearing about it, and I would see it on social media and in the movies, and the reputation it had, it wasn't something I wanted to be involved with.
Okay.
So she went ahead and made the profile behind my back, and then say, hey, you're on, check it out. I'm like, oh my, what can I lose? So I went through swiping left, right, and lo and behold, saw the beautiful lady. I'm like, okay, let's see, because how it works, you know, it's not like you can swipe 100 persons left or right and you don't know until there's a match. So we'll be swiping and hoping that, you know, you may have a connection. And then we did have a connection, and then I'll give it back to her. So
the female have to actually like it, accept or like. So we don't know if we're going to have a match. Both of us have to actually like, is to swipe left in order to be a match and for it to open so we can talk. Anyway, let's get to the juicy bit.
Yes.
So we started to conversate, and not too long into the conversation, a few days later, he said, so what a beautiful young lady like you doing on this dating site that, you know, the reputation is not so good.
Right.
So I said, well, I am here looking for my husband and the father of my 2 unborn children.
Look at you.
Mr. Man here says, oh, happy hunting. He blocked and delete me, blocked me. He said, happy hunting, get on your way, and he blocked me.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, he wasn't ready for me. He wasn't ready for the 2 unborn children and a wife.
Right.
Days passed and all of that after he
was a little bit too direct.
Oh, I see. So
then the days or weeks passed and he came back and he's like, hi. So I'm like, hi. And then he's like, how about we just be friends? I said, unfortunately, I have a lot of friends already and I am not in the market for friendship. So no thanks.
Right.
You know, I'm just direct. I just know what I want and what I want. And I went back to God and I was really furious. I'm like, I told you, God, don't let me like anybody if this is not the person.
Right.
Then just wait and be patient. He's coming. You have to prepare. Anyway.
From my perspective now, so she did. I did say happy hunting.
Right.
I did. But what made the difference with her in comparison to other women was the fact that even after saying that, she still entertained like just casual conversation. And so that is what kind of had me like second guess and asked her that a couple of days later, say, hey, we could just be friends. Because usually you say that to a woman, the natural thing is to get defensive, go in their feelings, but that didn't happen at the time.
Right.
She was quite courteous and, you know, pleasant, and we talked just general conversation about general things. I'm like, I could see this seems to be an interested person. Right. So I like, okay, we could be friends.
And you know, that leads me to ask, when did you guys know for sure that this was something serious? What is it that sealed the deal for you?
Okay, so after that happened, we started to like talk daily just talk to each other daily and so forth, right? And days
on
the phone. We were just talking on the phone consistently, and then he went into his story. So I wanted to know a bit more about him, and he went into his story. Are you there? I'm not seeing you anymore, Nikki.
Yes, you're speaking, so it's on you.
So he was telling me about some of his struggles and what had happened to him recently as it relates to relationship, and it was really horrible. And I didn't know what to say, Nikki, when he poured his heart out so direct to me. And go into his hurt and his pain. And you know, it's not usual that a man is just so upfront with his emotions and his feelings. So that was quite interesting. So when he did that, all I could have said to him, Nikki, bet you never guessed. Can I pray for you?
Look at you. That's right. That's the way to go.
I just asked, can I pray for you? I prayed for him and I cried with him because it was really a really horrible story of what he was telling me, right? And that connection just instantly just kind of connected from there. But fast forward a few weeks later, we actually met in person. I messaged him and said, are you in the area? Because he was still in Cayman. We weren't very far. He was like a couple blocks or roads up. We just didn't know. And yes, he popped in our car park at work, in my car park at work, and I went down to meet him. And Nikki, this was like a movie.
Wow.
I walked towards the guy in slow motion.
Look at you.
Like, I didn't realize he was this tall while we were talking on the phone. And this was directly when I knew, Nikki, that something must be wrong. This man could not be single. I'm going to give a little tip or more details. And ladies, don't do this at home. So after that day, I'm like, oh my God, I'm really liking this guy, but I don't trust him. I don't trust that this guy is single. So I called him one morning, like about 4 o'clock in the morning to see if he was alone, video call. He answered. That still, I was not comfortable. So anyway, this is what you're not supposed to do at home. I figured out where he lives based on my thing, and I was talking to him on the phone, and I had it, and I went straight to his house and announced,
stalker alert.
Knocked on his door, Nikki. And he opened the door. He was present. I opened the door, and he was actually in a meeting. He was in a meeting, so he was like, give me a minute. If you want to talk what happened there, because you said that was when you knew I was the one, because that's the question.
Yeah, so 2 things made me know that she was the one. The same example that she gave, like in that moment, like I said, I think God told her to ask me that question, to pray. Because that was the initial moment. I'm like, whoa, this is deep. It's not the regular butterflies kind of thing that's going on here. And then to seal it off now, when she popped up at my home, my initial thought was like, okay, crazy stalker person, okay, run for your life. But then I'm like, all right, let's play it cool. Let's see how things play out. And I was in a meeting, and the meeting was almost coming to an end. And so I wrapped up the meeting. She came inside. I invited her in, and I had just... I had just came from the supermarket as well. So I had some groceries and stuff on the counter. So I had to packing them away as yet.
Because he was still in the meeting.
So while I was there in the meeting wrapping up, she packed out the groceries, and I was watching her, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? She whispered to me and asked me if I was hungry. I'm like, yeah, I'm very hungry. And she said, all right. She packed away the groceries, and I'm watching her. What is she going to do? She got some pots out, took out whatever food she was going to cook. I remember it was some fish
and mashed potatoes.
Look at you.
And I'm like, is this serious? I'm like, I wasn't even focused on the meeting anymore. Like my eyes was focused on her because I'm like, you ain't gonna put nothing in that food, my eyes. I'm watching you like a hawk. Yes. And she did her thing. Yes. And by the time the meeting was finished, dinner was ready, and she served the dinner with I think there was there wine? I believe?
Yeah, same. You had a bottle of sparkling wine, the non-alcoholic wine was there too.
And we had
our date,
our first unofficial date.
Our first unofficial date. I cooked.
And you know what? Someone just texted me and said, hey, Cashema is a girl of my own heart. So I guess you did what somebody else would actually do.
When you see what you want, you have to go for it. The Bible tells you, ask and it shall be given.
Amen.
In this case, I wasn't asking, I was just initiating, and it was given.
And you know that I have a question for you, O'Brian.
Yes.
We're talking about healthy love and maintaining that. So what does a healthy relationship mean to you, Sir Clarke?
For me, a healthy relationship, firstly, is grounded in God. And for me, that is why I know my relationship is healthy, because that's where it started. So if your relationship isn't grounded in God, then when the turmoils come, when the emotions rise and the feelings and everything flare up, you'll easily sway to either side.
Right.
But when you can call your partner and be like, hey, we need to pray. Like, what we're going through, this is not normal. Like, we'll have our arguments, yes, but when in the midst of that, you can identify, you can stop and be like, okay, something else is at play here. Despite how we're feeling, despite what's going on, there is some spirituality, some spiritual warfare at fear here. And that's always what keeps us grounded. That's what keeps us grounded. And so I believe that's the number one and most important ingredient. Having that both partners, not just one, but both partners being on board and having that foundation grounded in God.
And go ahead.
I was going to say, I totally agree with my husband that, the number one. And Nikki, I want to add, can I tell you, you remember that day when I said to him, which was like about maybe 2 weeks after I met him, when I said to him, not met him physically, actually on the phone, and I said, can I pray for you?
Yes.
Can I tell you, from that day that I prayed for my husband to today, there has never been one day that passed that we haven't prayed together.
Amen.
From that day.
Amen.
It became a part of us that we pray together. So
later,
so I would say number one, healthy relationship is keeping God in the midst so you can keep grounded. And number two, have to have healthy communication, right? And when we talk about communicate, you have to have communication and respect, mutual respect for each other. So God, communication, respect. Everything else are fluff that can be added. When it comes on to, when I say respect, I'll give you an example. If we're having an argument, or we don't even have arguments, we have disagreements. And if we disagree about something, or I say something that my husband don't like, or he hurts my feelings, even if at the end of the day, it is not something, whatever he did to hurt my feelings is not something that is necessarily wrong, but how I feel, we actually stop to think about, we talk about how we make the other one of us feel, to say, I am sorry about how I make you feel. Not necessarily sorry for what I did, because sometimes it's not that I'm sorry for what I did, because sometimes the truth hurts, but it's how it landed. Makes you feel, right? So that communication where we are on the mutual understanding of each other, and know there will be tough tough conversation, there will be disagreements, there'll be whatever, but bringing it back to the core focus. And another thing that we put from day one forward in our relationship when we talk about communication, we make it our priority to try to center on the issue at hand, and not everything else around it. We try to keep back to what the issue is and try to deal with that issue rather than swaying all over the place and come to a mutual agreement. And I think those things definitely help to keep our relationship healthy.
And talking about healthy, what boundaries do you have that helps to protect your relationship? Do you have boundaries in place?
Definitely. Boundaries are definitely important. Yeah. You know, when I first met my wife and we're in the beginning,
I know what he's going to say.
Of our relationship, that was something that was almost
non-existent.
Like, and it's a natural thing for both parties, if depending on the past you have. So if you are used to a certain lifestyle,
yes,
and then now you are you're with someone or you're in a situation where it requires something else. It takes some work, it takes some time, and it takes some of someone being a partner being willing to change
and intentional.
Yes, and so I had to we had to make some changes in setting boundaries, in the beginning of our relationship. So one of those would be like in terms of our home. In the beginning, there would be lots of people in our home all the time. My wife likes to host, which
I love for sure.
That's true.
She loves people around yes. all the time. And in the beginning, it was Nicky, you are around, so
yes.
she still does it. But trust me, in the beginning, it was 10 times that.
Oh wow!
And so we had to, kind of get that down under wraps. And how I did it too, it wasn't in a case when I'm like, oh, this needs to stop, that needs to stop kind of thing. It was more out of love, because I recognized that a lot of the persons that were around her, around the environment, was draining her energy, draining who she is, and she didn't realize.
Wow.
So it's out of love for her and recognizing that what you're doing is not healthy to you. And so that was the way we were able to fix that. And so for me, if it was a case where she was doing all of that and she was genuinely happy and genuinely flourishing, then it would have been fine. I would probably have to find a way how to work around it, because that's what feeds her. But that was not the case.
Wow.
People were using her, people were abusing her, and all in the name of being around her, having access to her. So that was one of the number one boundaries we had to set up, like limit the amount of access. And I would say to couples, you have to limit the amount of persons who have access to your relationship.
That's right.
Access to your home, access to your children. Those things are very important, because persons come with influence. And things that you and your partner can work out on your own, when there are other people whispering things in either of us ears, or saying things or giving certain reactions, then you realize that, it becomes harder. And so it's important that you create those sacred boundaries. Like, my home is my sanctuary. And so while I will host from time to time, there comes a time where we have to have that space where it's just us.
Wow.
We're enjoying being together.
We don't talk about each other with people. The main, one of the next main ingredients is that this is my best friend, right? And I'm his best friend. So because we are friends, we are not just husband and wives, we are actually friends. Nicky,
and that's important.
It's very important. So we don't need to air our issues to several other people and bring people into our issues. We try to keep that, just create that boundary where, these certain things we only communicate between us, and just that's it.
And having set those boundaries, how do you consistently make each other feel valued?
Feel valued?
Yes.
Well, for one, it goes back to communication and one aspect of communication that is important, that's listening. So I listen to my partner, I listen to what she likes, I listen to the things that she cherishes and holds dear, and then you do those things. It may not be natural for you, because a number of the things aren't necessarily natural. I wasn't natural in the beginning for me, but I recognize that it is what makes her happy. It is what makes, and if I can, because a relationship is a sacrifice, we are servants to each other. And so if I can do something to make her life better, even if it's a little bit uncomfortable for me, then I'm willing to do that, and vice versa. And with time, you realize that that thing becomes, it's nothing for you to do anymore. It wasn't really that big deal. It's like a learning curve. Initially, it's a little bit hard, but over time, with time. And so I prioritize the things that she likes and desires, and I listen to her.
That's good.
And for me, when it comes on to what is it that I do to value or my husband, or to show my husband his value or worth to me, it is so meaningful that I incorporate it into my wedding vow to my husband, because we were able to write our own wedding vow. Only that I chose not to write my wedding vow because I wanted to speak from my heart. So if anybody on here that was at our wedding can attest to this, I wanted to just speak from my heart. But there's one thing that was important enough for me as it relates to my marriage, why I incorporate it in my marriage vow. And that one main thing is that I promised my husband to love him not the way I want to love him, but I'm going to love him the way he wants me to love him.
Come, give me some high five and don't leave me hanging. High five. Come, put out your hand.
Yes. So in that, as he says, listen to what are the things that make him feel valuable, right? And valued, I know. And those are the things like his love languages and everything about him. And we have those conversations. He values being just being that person that that I very much respect as though it ought to be in every sense of the word, of respect, and just being his number one supporter. He very much cherishes just, he's a person that is more of intellect. So he likes deep conversation. He likes for me to give him the credit when he does something awesome. He likes for me to tell him, I just tell him a bunch of things all the time. He's coming from the barber. And if I don't say to my husband, boy, oh, you're so sweet, look how you look good, man. Brand new second hand, and do all these craziness. Like, these are the things that he likes to be valued, and I make sure it is really genuine, and I just play the flow of knowing what he likes and know what he values, you know what I mean? And just make sure effortlessly to incorporate them daily.
And you know what? Because of how in tuned you guys are, like some of the questions I don't even need to ask because you're already answering them. But I do have one for you. How do you balance love, responsibilities, and even the stress of life as a couple?
Well, for one, I will go back to a word I like to use, systems. We play systems. We have systems in place.
Right.
And one of those systems is, we have a weekly routine where Saturday night is date night. So whatever happens, whatever is going on, that's date night. And it's sometimes outside the house, or most times outside the house, but sometimes, you know, we want to keep it a bit more chill. And so we do it in the house. And it may be where we put the kids away. Yeah, luckily, we have a 16-year-old who can hold the younger ones. So we have our in-house babysitter. So that works out nicely for us. And so we will, have prioritize spending quality time together.
Yes.
Our date nights, we order in some food, we watch a nice movie, or we just go soaking in the bath together, whatever it may be, something that we know each other will enjoy and like. Once we're spending, we're simple people, and it's about
people
time.
won't believe that, but it's actually
it's more about the time spending whatever time together. Like even on a Sunday, persons would think that a Sunday you must have your rice and peas and chicken and two nah, like I'll
make porridge for dinner on a Sunday.
We go like Sunday for us is family day.
Yeah.
We go driving on a Sunday, we go Eastern or wherever. One of the most likely thing for us to eat or do on a Sunday in relation to food is we go to my daughter's uncle where in Eastern where he does fish.
Right.
And so we go eat some fish and just drive, go do sightseeing, go on the beach, just hang out. And so even the kids, they look forward to that. Or daughter or second child.
The 4-year-old, she will say,
like, hey,
what is today? And she knows the days of the week by what is happening.
Wow.
So it is, she knows the Sabbath by it's church day, school day, and family day. So Sunday's family day. So we make sure structure ourselves that, and I'll tell you, like as my husband said, it's system and making sure everything is structured. And anybody that knows us know we are extremely busy people. We have our day job, we run businesses, we are parents, so we have each other, the household, we involve in a lot of church stuff and external things.
Right.
So we try to organize our days on just in general. Morning, we get up, it's worship time, everybody's wake up, it's worship time, and after that then we go about our own day, who's going to school, who goes to work, we know what time is or whatnot, and then after that in the evenings we'll have different routines, but there are certain things that are consistent,
right?
And it doesn't matter what, we're not changing it. Friday evening is Vespa. Everybody that is coming together, and if you are a visitor at our house, we have visitor online now that have visited our home that can attest to this.
Yes.
Friday evening, don't care who you are, if you're in our gates, it is Vespa time in the evening, and that is unchangeable. That's that. Sabbath is church day, and if we're not going to church, we are just resting at home. Sunday is a family day, and we will do after certain time. Yes, my husband will go do prep for work, or I do prep, and then Nikki.
Yes.
To talk more about the structure, we have like Saturday mornings, we have business meetings. So we have a lot of structure. Sunday morning, sorry, not Saturday morning. Sunday morning, my husband and I will have breakfast business meeting. So we have our own business meeting about our businesses.
Right.
On Sunday mornings, that's when we discuss everything that need to be discussed about our businesses.
Sometimes it's family meeting, like a family exec meeting.
Right.
So it's not necessarily business, but it's anything relating to the family outside of whatever executive decisions need to be made. So now you have to really find time to talk about those things.
Yeah, so my husband is very much into structure. So as busy as we are, we do have a lot of system and structure in our relationship, and we just prioritize because at the end of the day, like I will say, yes, there may be things that we need to do for church or this and that, but when I tell you, do not call me on a Sunday or whenever to do whatever. It's family day. It's non-negotiable with anything. Hold your meeting, church, anything could be falling down. I am not going to be present because my family takes priority. That
they were warned. And we have some guests online, even some of our mutual friends, and I'm seeing Keith, and Keith says sweet. I believe that was from the beginning of the conversation. And we have Tanisha. Tanisha says good night, guys, and she was agreeing. Proper communication, respect, and she also said argue but don't sin. All right, and then Then she said, it's a real joy to see my friend having someone who is really there for her, and may God continue to bless your union.
Oh, thank you, friend.
And we have Kaylee. I know Kai. Hey, Kai. And Kai says, lovely show so far. Go, Nicky B. Thank you, Kai. And I am seeing, did I see Arlene? Yes. Arlene says, God in the midst of everything, and healthy communication is paramount. I agree, Mrs. Clarke. Oh, somebody has a question for you.
Yeah.
Tanisha is asking, how do you how do you deal with a husband that is an only child, that's not used to a big family and has to adjust?
Adjust is the correct word.
Right.
So as we said, like, you have to come to some type of mutual agreement and
Yes.
just I'm looking for that word when you compromise. It's a compromise.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning of our relationship, that was really a struggle.
Okay.
As my husband tell you, I am the one that really likes people and like to hang out with my friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My husband don't like people at all. He wants to stay in his one little spot in his corner or whatever. But we have to know, how do we balance that?
Yeah.
Right? And I realized that he will come out of his shell if he's comfortable with people. So I started to, and he likes genuine people.
That's
so I started to get rid of the frill or the persons that I actually know are non-genuine people, are just there for whatever.
Yeah.
So it was getting my circle smaller.
Yes.
Was really a big part. My circle got smaller, so therefore it was more contained or condensed for him to be able to incorporate into that. So
Yes.
that was where it is. However, there are times still that I want to like enter there, do something, and he just don't want to have that. Lots of people, because again, only child, all of this,
Yes.
like to be alone. And funny enough, my daughter is also like that, and my sister that is around sometimes, they're always like that. So I'm always on the opposite side. So I'm always voted out.
Yes.
Because they just want to be. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm always voted out. And
Yes.
honestly, it comes back down to respect. Because
That's right.
my husband is the head of the home, and if I am going to want to just have some whatever, and he's like, I'm not up for that today.
Yes.
He has spoken. Whatever he says goes, right?
Yes.
So he has spoken. But I find that because he actually like my friends and like the people that are coming around, because now it's a smaller group of people and people that seem that are way more genuine and they're around. He doesn't complain anymore. He's happy to for people to come around and to entertain.
Yes.
You know, Nikki,
I
we
know.
have our group and our lunch group. But you could never get my husband to be a part of that 5 years ago.
Wow.
But he enjoy like this weekend is already the weekend that we're looking forward to. And when my husband said to me, I look at him, he's like, we don't want that location, babe, man. I don't like that location. Why don't you think about this? And he's all getting into the mix of trying to select a location for our lunch and want to hang with our friends or whatnot. That's it, just after time.
Yes.
And we just give and take, then it just definitely melts out.
And I appreciate that adjustment, respect, give and take. You know, and the Clarks have spoken. And at this time, we are going to take a short break. And if you remember, Cashema, you did send me some videos some pictures, so I could choose one for the flyer. And I did a little something with them. So we're going to take a short break. And this break is actually dedicated to you, the Clarks, and we hope that you like it. Now, to our viewers, Please remember to stay with us. Enjoy your drink. Somebody last week had ice cream. So I hope you're having your ice cream or your tea or your wine or your water. But do not go anywhere. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And we will be right back.
Need help to produce your podcast? Flashpoint Media makes it very easy. We can relieve you of the headache by recording your podcast for you. So, take the first step to getting your content to your desired audience. Contact us here at Flashpoint and your podcast will be live in no time. Our website is www.flashpointmedia.ky or call us at 345-321-6969. That's 345-321-6969.
Somebody who cares. When I found you, found my most intimate prayer. When I found you, I found what every heart dreams of. When I found you, I found love. I found you, I found the rest of my life. When I found you, I told all others goodbye. When I found you, I saw my fears fly away like a... When I found you, I found somebody who cares. When I found you.
Welcome back to Flash Talk, the Uncut Edition. And tonight, we have the Clarks with us. And aren't they just beautiful? I have been friends with the Clarks, and guess what? Tonight is the first I'm hearing some things, you know. Cashema and I really need to talk after the show. But you know what? We're gonna change things a bit. What we have right now is called the speed round game. Now, in this game, we're gonna call it the couple check. And in this game, I don't want you to overthink. Answer as fast as you can. If you have to point on who it refers to, that is quite fine. You want to take a sip of wine before? All right, mic check. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So we are thinking fast. Couple check. Date night in or date night out?
Out.
Out, yeah.
Out, all right. Early morning talk or late night deep conversation?
Late night deep conversation.
I love it. Public affection or private moments?
Both.
All right. You ready for this one?
Yes.
All right. Joint bank account or separate?
Joint.
You know, you sound like school challenge quiz.
That's easy. Easy stuff.
These are easy stuff. These are real stuff.
These are real stuff.
Yes.
Silent treatment or talk it out immediately?
I like silent treatment, but he likes talk it out immediately.
All right. Who is the spender and who is the... Okay, so I guess we know who the saver is then. Yes. Who's more jealous? Hi. Who's more emotional? Who's more stubborn?
He knows. He knows.
Depends. But
He knows this one.
Who's more likely to plan a surprise?
Me.
Of course. Now, I want you to finish the sentence. My partner is really good at...
I can't say it.
You know, somebody throw away my phone.
To say it in the public.
I will throw away my phone. All right. Moving on. I feel most love when...
I feel most loved when my husband conversate with me and make me priority.
Aye, nice.
I feel most loved when my wife shows her appreciation.
Nice. Nice. All right. You were amazing. And that is the end of the speed round game. Now, earlier at the show, we said it was Flash Talk. The other part of that is the Uncut Edition. All right? And we are now at the Uncut segment of the show. Uncut means you are going to be as honest as you can, okay? But still bearing in mind that it is a public space. Understood? All right. Yeah. So whatever you say, I can't be sued. I put it out there. I put a disclaimer. Here we go. What is one habit your partner has that annoys you, but you have learned to accept it?
Okay, that's easy.
That's easy.
He don't have any for me, so he's rolling his eyes thinking, what's that is? But I just have one.
Okay.
My husband is hairy. Look at his face and his hair. He goes in the bathroom and he combs his beard and leaves the hair on the sink all the time, and it drives me crazy. And I just hate it. But now, if I go and it is there, I use the tissue, I wipe it, and I move on and get on, and I stop complaining because it's never gonna stop. So whatever. If that is the only problem I have in the world, I kind of have none, is how I look at it.
Okay.
For me, and I would say a habit my wife has is when we're having our disagreements, she will choose to shut down in the middle of our disagreements when we can just talk through it. When I just want to talk about it, get it over with and move on, she locks down, go in her feelings, and then it just stop talking, and it's like I'm talking to myself, and that really annoys me.
That's true.
And it makes it longer than it needs to be.
Right.
But I've just come to budget for it and just
budget for
it. And I know, sometimes people think they know you. And you really don't know people until you live with people and stuff. Because persons out there would think that it's the opposite way, that I'm the talker, I have to whatever. No, when it comes up, I just can't. I can't bother. And I don't want, and again, I think it's over time too, because sometimes you cannot, no time at all, you cannot take back things that you say and a hurtful thing. And if we're having an argument and if I am upset, before I say anything to my husband that's going to hurt his feeling, and then I can't take it back, I talk on the inside and I keep quiet and I will say not a word. He's going to talk until he blue, but it's only him alone having that conversation. I don't.
Thank you. Thank you for that. And I love the transparency. And guess what? There are many other couples who are also annoyed by that. So you're not the only one. And is there...
But we get back to it, Nikki. We get back to it, whatever it is, because we can't move forward unless whatever. But the immediate or whatever, sometimes I need the time to get over my upset sometime, and just to think clearer and clearly. And it's just like, I think it's maybe it's the HR that is in me. So like in my work, I will be upset and I type a letter and I'm not going to send, or I type an email, I'm not going to send it, I leave it to sit there. And if I go back a couple hours and I still feel like this is appropriate, then it's, and if not, it's just going to wait and maybe I need to make some change. And I think it's the same.
It's the same. I understand. Thank you for sharing that. Now, what is one thing couples often get wrong about relationships?
What was that?
What is one thing couples often get wrong about relationships? So you may go into a relationship with an expectation, but when you get into it, you realize, hey, that's a myth. That's not reality.
I think, I would say, persons think that, I think this thing of like people feel like love is a feeling, like this butterfly feeling that you always feel if you're in love, and it's like no. It is that care that you have for each other and show that is going to keep that love grounded, and it is not going to be, it's not going to be everyday butterflies and all of that. Sometimes you just want to lick him over the head, you know, and you're going to have disagreements. Is how you handle the disagreements. It's not going to always be peachy cream, and it's not going to always be perfect.
Yeah, for me, I think one of the, and I think this kind of annoys me too, one of the main things I find that couples get wrong in a relationship is they go in thinking it's about them.
Yes.
Like this relationship is going to serve me.
Yes.
There's its meanness, and it's my money, and it's my house, and it's my car.
Right.
And they're going to make me, this person needs to make me happy, and they need to do this and this and this. But that's not the case. When you go in a marriage, especially, you become one.
Yes.
It's about what you can do to serve the next person. And if we are both serving each other, then there's no need for anyone to be, having this meanness.
Yes.
People suffer from too much meanness. Season of meanness.
I just want to add to my husband, and I think this is maybe one of another big thing that people, the myth.
Yes.
A lot of persons, especially women, think that having a man is going to make you happy. No, you have to go in that relationship with your happy self.
Yes.
Nobody can make you happy.
That's a huge responsibility.
With your happy self.
Yes.
And then this happy self come together, we come that. But if you go into a relationship and expecting the other person to make you happy, no, it doesn't work. My happiness is about me, and I have to make myself happy. I cannot put the responsibility on my husband to make me happy. Madness. He is always going to be the cherry on the top, or the things that he does will enhance my happiness. But I am showing up with my own happy self, because if you are just miserable and unhappy and sad and a depressing person and negative and all of that, and you go into a relationship, that's what you're carrying. So that's going to be what you're feeding on, and you're just going to bring the other person down, and then that's not going to go anywhere. You have to show up with your own happiness. You don't depend on people to make you happy.
I agree.
Willing to take the time to find that alone time to build yourself up, because sometimes you are depleted.
Yes.
Yep.
I agree.
We have our time that we just want to be alone.
Yes.
My husband, so often my husband come home and we don't even know he's home yet. He will go around the back.
Yes.
And he will spend his alone time, half an hour, an hour, and just doing what he wants to do and whatnot. And sometimes I will take my time that I just need to do me,
And as we enter into the final segment of the program, which is called the Love Lessons, there is a question that Keith had. The question is, What is the secret in having a combination of a successful household, a successful marriage, and a successful business?
Being in one accord.
Mm-hmm.
Being in one accord, I would say. We have to, both partners need to be in one accord in every aspect of those three areas.
Yeah, because there's no rule book, and for every couple, it is different,
Yes.
right? What will work for us is not the same.
But I think being in one accord is
covers everything.
Yeah, you have to. You can't have one person pull in one direction, the other pull in the next direction.
And these are things. When in a relationship, I think where people will go wrong as well is they wait until after marriage to discuss the big things. No. I discussed the big things from the day I met my husband. That's why I was too much for him. Remember, my first question is, I want to get married and I want 2 babies. That's telling you, boss man, if you don't want kids, I'm not for you. You don't want to get married, I'm not for you.
And guess what? You know what? I love how intentional Cashema was. And whatever she said she wanted, guess what? She ended up getting those 2 children.
But that's not all I wanted, Nikki. Another thing. Our first outside, kind of unofficial outside date was, and this is like, after that dinner, it was like the next week. So it was like first month of us meeting each other. And we sat down with a paper, the list where we went out. We went out and we created what we call a fishbone that we use up to today day, where we look at what are the major things that we want to accomplish.
In the next 5 years.
Yeah. So we put down everything. Just to, and this is dating. This is to make sure we were on the same page and we are moving towards having the same goal.
Yes.
Because if he wants something different than what I want and there's no compromise, then that's going to be issues. Because we are already we are in one accord and we put our goals and our dreams and everything together on our fishbone. Our first 5-year plan, it had the year for baby 1, year for baby 2. It had the year for owning a piece of land, the year for a house, for us to buy a house, the year for us to open a business, the year to start a business, the year to get married, the year to have sex, the year to get baptized. Like everything was laid out of what was important to us and bring. And there were a few things that may not was for both that we didn't necessarily were on the same page. We spoke about kids, what kind of parents we want to be, how we want to, all of those heavy conversation before we get married. So when we decided, okay, I disagree with this and or he disagree with this, and we find some mutual ground. Once we were able to have the hard conversations, going into our serious relationship, going into our marriage, we were then already on one page in what we want and what we want to achieve. And so it makes it a lot easier.
And going back to what Keith said, he was asked, like, how do you maintain that? One of the things we do is every year, just like we're still in the process of doing that now. At the beginning of each year, we revisit our fishbone. We look at what are the updates, what are the things, because sometimes things will change. Like you may have something to accomplish in 2 years and you accomplish it in year 1, or you may have to push something forward. Or sometimes, we have, even though we are in one accord, but our interests may not align or may change. And so when you plan these things, it leaves room for you to say, all right, instead of both of us trying to get ahead at the same time and we're trying to, like, it's almost like a competition, we leave room for each other. So, okay, this year you want to accomplish this. This is your year to work on this. Next year, I will work on getting whatever it is that I need to get. And so no one feels as though they are burnt out or they're losing themselves in the relationship. You maintain who you are.
And to maintain it is just, again, something that we talk about all the time. It's communicate.
Yes.
Communicate. We cannot use that word enough. Communicate, and communicate. What is make up good communication? It's just not you talking or you talking at somebody. It is that person you're listening. It's comprehending. It's you are moving together because it's that good communication that you tend to try to.
Thank you so much. Listen, I am learning a lot, and I truly appreciate the insight, a glimpse of what makes your relationship, what makes your marriage healthy. And someone said they're having almond and water. That's right. Keith says, love the show. The couple, they're truly big motivators, and I love how they're not ashamed of expressing the love and above all, the love that they have for God.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Keith. So my question to you as we wrap up, what is an advice you would give a young couple who wants to maintain a healthy relationship?
Go ahead.
Any young couple, and I would go back to what I said in the beginning, any young couple who wants to maintain any healthy relationship is to first ground themselves in God.
Yes.
Once they have that, you should find what is it. Sit down and think. Spend some time with yourself individually to find what it is that are your non-negotiables. Yes. What are the things you want?
Top 5 non-negotiables.
What are the things you want to achieve in a marriage? Because it may differ from couple to couple. And so what are the things that these things, no matter what, I must have these to be happy or to be successful. And then if you can't find those things in your person.
1 second, baby.
Hold on.
Wait, no, 1 second.
Those things in your partner,
when he says successful, we're not talking about financial successful or those things, That's not the successful we're talking about. So let me just clarify that.
Yeah, okay. So once you can't find those things in at the beginning, the dating phase, in your partner, then it doesn't make sense for you to move on. All the other things are fluff that you can that are negotiable and you can tweak and go along. But what are the things that you must have? And it's not a lot. Like my wife said, top 5 things. So if it is that you need someone I would recommend you need someone who is Christ-like, who is Christ-centered. Their foundation is in God. If it is that you're someone who loves business and plan to go down that route, they must also be willing, even if they're not personally, that's not an interest for them, they must be willing to support you in that venture.
Yes.
If it is you're someone who is big in fitness and health, then you need someone who is going to join in that with you or at least support you with that.
Yes.
You need to talk about your finances. What will our finances look like? We're going to be joining everything together. Are you okay with that? If you're not, is that something that you're willing to come on board with? If not, then, what are the things? What are those key core things that you must have?
Yeah. And to make it simple, right? If you're already married and you're already in a relationship, my advice would be, right now, everybody is running down education and to do this and to do that. Who wants to be whatever it is they go to university for that particular thing.
Right.
But nobody is investing in their marriage the way they invest in their education. So my one thing, if you remember nothing I say tonight, remember this. Prioritize your spouse and get a degree in your spouse.
Yeah.
Not just a degree, a PhD.
A PhD.
Which means you have to learn about each other.
That means you have to learn about each other.
Yes.
What make each other ticks. And when you figure that out, don't do it. You understand?
Straight.
What make each other, so it is just learning about each other.
Yes.
And prioritizing each other. If you prioritize each other and show up for each other and communicate with each other and be each other's best friend, you can conquer all. Because when the physicality fades,
yes,
all you are going to have is the things that you're grounded in.
Yes.
Right? I'm not going to look this gorgeous forever. Right?
Yes.
But what will be left?
Yes.
If our home was supposed to go up in flames and we were supposed to lose all, is love enough to keep us together?
Right.
Right? What is it that is going to continue keep us from to continue going? So you must know each other and just prioritize each other to know what are the things that is just genuine and make a match to go with each other.
All right. And
one last thing I would also add is just to lead with grace.
Amen.
Grace.
Yes.
Because just as how God forgives us all the time,
yes,
and He's always forgiving us when we fall short,
yes,
have grace. Lead your partner knowing that they will mess up, you will mess up, but forgiveness must always be there.
And O'Brian, you and I have never had this conversation. Is it true me fast? I think I've heard about it along the way, but I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's your initiative, Kingdom Man.
Yes.
Kingdom Man, yeah. Tell us something fast. I've heard about it, and I believe that is your initiative. So I want you to tell us about Kingdom Man and how does that help your marriage, your relationship? And as a man, what encouragement would you give to other men as a kingdom man in their relationship?
So indeed, Kingdom Man is a platform, a framework that the Lord definitely downloaded in my heart. And Kingdom Man is all about helping men reclaim their position in society, in their homes, in the church, and in their workplace, in the world at large. You know, far too long, we have lost our place and we have allowed society to change the narrative. And so Kingdom Man is about correcting the wrongs and just empowering men to really reclaim their spot.
Right.
In leading their homes, in being good priests in their homes, in being good husbands, in being good fathers, in being good stewards of the blessings that the Lord has given them, and just being healthy, mentally healthy, physically healthy, all of those things.
Right.
And I would say, for men out there, try to strive to be a kingdom man by building systems. Think about your daily habits. It's not about, don't think about it in the grand scheme of things. What are the daily things I'm doing to strengthen my relationship with God? What are the daily things I'm doing to strengthen my relationship with my wife?
Right.
What are the daily things I'm doing to strengthen my relationship with my children? What are the daily things I'm doing to strengthen my relationship with my health and my finances? And so once you tie all of those things, you identify those daily, weekly, annually things, you'll realize that those will grow, because it just takes one small change for you to really see exponential growth over time.
Wow.
And so I invite all men out there, check out the Kingdom Man page. Last night we recorded another episode. It will be out soon. And there will be different speakers coming and we'll be talking about different things, from spirituality to finance to, everything relating to men.
Right.
And five main pillars.
Yes.
5 main pillars. And what's the name? Is there a link that the men can join?
So if once you go Instagram, there's Kingdom Man podcast.
Okay.
Kingdom Man on Facebook, so Instagram, TikTok,
right,
YouTube.
Okay.
It's out there.
And this is for every man. It doesn't matter denomination. It doesn't matter whether or not they're Christians. Once you're a man, you can.
Married. Once you're a man.
Thank you. And Cashema, in one sentence, what is a gem you would like to drop for women in relationships?
Women? Oh, I would say we need to be submissive. And I know a lot of you are rolling your eyes, but if you were on our program last week when Sister Sharon dug deeper and talked about submissiveness, the Bible is not wrong. You cannot believe in one part and not the other. And the Bible says we ought to be submissive to our men. And men also need to do their part into making sure that that submission is easy because you are following or doing the things of God. And as my husband said, if you're able to cover those 5 main pillars, it's easy for us as women to be submissive, right? And I don't know, but I like being submissive because then it take away my trouble and worries. I don't need to be the responsible person. You're the head. So whilst I'm going to be coordinating with you because I'm the neck and I'm holding you up. But at the end of the day, you're going to be making the hard decisions and make it through. And I'm fine with that because I am secure. So ladies, get to that stage where through communication, through Christ, you are able to submit to your husband as long as it's not anything deviating from the will of God.
Amen.
Right? And I would say the one line, just blast in your feminine self.
Right now.
Right? Just yes.
That's right. And
too many masculine women are out there. We have to go and just start to take on our feminine self and allow the men to be this tough masculine person, not us.
I love it. And my final question, and while you're thinking about it, I will be reading a comment. Mr. and Mrs. Clarke, as we close the show tonight, what is one thing you would like to say to each other? I'll give you some time to think about it, and I'll read what Arlene said. She says, this show will go down in the archive of excellent shows. Thanks to the Clarks for downloading gems of love in our hearts this evening. Thank you, Arlene.
Thank you, Carlene.
And now over to you, the Clarks. What is it you would like to say to each other from the bottom of your hearts tonight? Look at your man. Yes.
So, my love, as you said earlier in the program, you mentioned that you want to love me the way, not the way you want to love me, but how I want to be loved. And I must say, just even this whole program right now, the fact that we are presently here and the life we have, it's all a result of you really looking even beyond what I knew or I think I wanted for myself and just developing an environment that I could flourish.
Wow.
And I appreciate that completely. And I just look forward to the many years, our children grow up and everything and what God has in store for us, because none of this wouldn't have been possible without first God, but you right here.
Aww. So Cardi.
and before you speak, Mrs. Clarke, I think I saw a message from Anthony. He said, because the messages are going so fast, I think he said he's proud of his brother and his beautiful wife. So I think the platform you're on, you would be able to see those messages. Mrs. Clarke.
What's up, bro?
My dear husband, my best friend.
Aww.
The guy that I run home to chat everybody in the world.
Yes.
Listen, on our last anniversary, that was only a week ago.
It was the 14th, right?
Yes, on Valentine's Day. And you said that your goal is to keep a smile on my face.
Aww.
And I just want to thank you immensely for continuously striving to achieve that. Yeah. Even last night as we lay in bed, or should I say this morning about 1 o'clock, lay in bed and you were killing me with jokes and just talking madness. And I was saying to you, I don't know about you continuously wanting to keep a smile on my face because my cheeks are starting to hurt, right?
Yes.
Like, just stop. But honestly and deeply and truly, I just want to thank you publicly for your efforts. You're not perfect, far from it. And you don't need to be. Because I just want you to continue to just making me your priority and putting me second or first behind God. And the way in which you have covered me daily with your prayers. When I talked to you initially and I said I have 5 non-negotiable in looking for a husband, and I listed those, and every day I see that you strive to continue on those patterns to making sure you cover those as a husband. And for that, I am grateful. And for me, I will continue to try, because I'm not perfect. And I will continue to try to be that wife that you so desire, that woman of God, and try to be continue connect with God, because once I continue to focus on God, all things are just going to flow.
Amen. And you know, somebody messaged me while you were speaking, and the person said, look how the man looking in the eyes of his wife and just a talk to her. Which is right. Which is right.
Of course.
Wow. Flash Fam, tonight was beautiful. Just beautiful. What have we learned? 1, healthy love isn't perfect. 2, it's intentional. 3, it's patient. 4, it's forgiving. And 5, it's choosing each other even on the hard days. Relationships do not stay strong by accident. They stay strong because 2 people decided to protect what they have built. To O'Brian and Cashema, thank you for your transparency, your laughter, your wisdom. Thank you for sharing that transparent love and wisdom with us tonight. And to everyone watching, our Flash Farm visitors, may your experience with love be healthy, be respectful, be safe, and be intentional. Until next time, Flash Farm, stay vibey, stay intentional, and protect your peace and your person. This was Flash Talk, the Uncut Edition. Now, go love upon your person tonight and have an amazing week. And we will see you on the next episode. Bye. That was amazing. Good job, guys. Yes.
This is FLASHtalks, the Uncut Edition. Say it just how you feel it.
No filters, no fluff, just real talk with the full Flashpoint fam. Get with it.
From hot takes to belly laughs, the crew is locked in and ready.
From debates that might get a little spicy, including all VIP members.
This is where vibes meets voice, jokes meets truth, and we talk things.
We are here to get real. It's raw. It's real. And it's about time.
This is Flash Talks, the Uncut Edition. Flash Farm. What are the things then now? Real people, real voices, real conversations.
Flash Talk, the Uncut Edition, at 7 p.m. every Thursday, right here on Flashpoint.
When I found you, I found somebody who cares. When I found you, found my most intimate prayer. When I found you, I found what every heart dreams of. When I found you, I found love. When I found you, I found the rest of my life. When I found you, I told all others goodbye. When I found you, I saw my fears fly away like a... When I found you, I found somebody who cares. When I found you, found my most intimate